there's tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people like me who have thrived eating this way, that collectively we're no longer anecdotes. Okay, so today I'm gonna cut up a ribeye roast. I like buying these chunks of meat from Costco. I've already shaved off like 3 or 4 steaks from this. This is what's left over. Pretty much a staple of my diet. I cut them down into like a pound to a pound and a half pieces, inch to an inch and a half thick. And I thought I'd just talk to you guys about some frustration that I've been having. And the frustration is this: the objections to an all-meat diet sometimes seem to come from a place of potential intelligence. I'll get the occasional comment on a video I've done, or I'm reading it in somebody else's videos, comment sections, and the person starts off sounding fairly intelligent, and this is bad, this is not good. And I'm intrigued, I'm listening, you know, and because I have no dog in this fight, there's no dogma here. Give me information that makes sense to me that I can apply, and I'm all in. And the argument starts off as to how bad and impractical and whatever this is, and then it goes flat. It's like, dude, what do you got? So this is bad, so try this instead. And none of that ever comes to the surface. It's like, you know what? I wish for everybody that when they look back as to when they look at the knee-jerk reactions as far as hesitation goes to this way of eating, you ask yourself why and what the sources are from. If you can't honestly say that you're voicing your objection to this way of eating from a standpoint of education and understanding and knowing the physiology as to why, rather than something you're just regurgitating from the many episodes with various doctors, the many, warnings from the federal government and from news channels that you've watched, without any corroborating data, hard and fast gold standard studies. I mean, ask yourself, why are you holding on to this without really educating yourself any further? I'm all for people taking a stand and presenting evidence, but come on, present the evidence. Just don't say this is bad because. That's just weak and lame, and it doesn't help you. It doesn't help your audience. It doesn't help anybody. So I've been thriving eating this way for the last, pretty solid for almost 2 years, but it's been low carb for 3.5, going on 4 years. My body weight is down over 60 pounds. My muscle has grown in ways that most, 55-year-olds shouldn't be able to do. My brain fog is lifted. I'm thinking clearly. It's really hard for me, especially having gone the road I've gone on various health journeys, various diets. I did vegan for a whole year, not a potato chip and beer vegan. I did a whole food, plant-based vegan. I didn't even eat bread, beans, potatoes, rice, leafy greens. I went all in for a solid year. Had moderate health improvements over the standard American diet. Who wouldn't? But it only went so far, and then it pretty much stalled out. So I've been thriving eating like this. And it's taken me a long time to want to share this with people, because I accept the fact that I could be barking up the wrong tree myself. And I've been my own greatest experiment. Anything that I'm sharing with you guys, I've applied to myself. I'm not just regurgitating information that, I'm seeing on YouTube, that I'm listening to on YouTube and just sharing it with you as though I've accepted it as an untested thing. And, and I know I'm just an N of one. I'm an anecdote. That's how we're labeled. When somebody has a story that they share and they're only one person, you're called an anecdote. And what that means is, all right, well, you're just an example of one. Maybe you're genetically gifted. You're genetically different than the average person. Well, unfortunately, that's no longer the case. There's tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people like me who have thrived eating this way, that collectively we're no longer anecdotes. We're an example of something that if you don't take seriously and investigate it for yourself, you're a fool. You're doing yourself a great disservice, because in 20 years, when you follow the old paradigm, the old food pyramid and suggestions that were given today, when it comes out in 15, 20 years, and that's unfortunately how long it's going to take for it to be mainstream, that this is the better way to go, you've just spent the next 20 years of deteriorating health, getting to a point of disease and immobility and needing care that you could have done something about 20 years ago. So listen, I'm all for following the science, following what works, what's tried, tested, and true, but don't fall trap to the news, to the propaganda, to the clever marketing. Eating this kind of food could definitely change your life for the better forever. So yeah, I'm all for dissenting opinions on this, but please don't come at me like you're going to share something revolutionary without sharing something at all. Other than an opinion, don't do it. Come on, gotta have more than that. Our health deserves more than that. You're sharing this information with people you supposedly care about. Have a better opinion than just because. I know you can do it, and I'm looking forward to it. But until then, until any evidence to the contrary, this is the way I'm going. This is what has improved me from this guy to me right now. And I'm on a trajectory that I know that's going to benefit me, it's going to benefit my family, and hopefully is a good example for others around me. I think I'm on the right course. Leave a message in the comments. Tell me where I'm going wrong. I'd love to explore that further with you. I really would. Thanks for watching.